Hello guys, welcome to GV channel. My name is Luana. I wonder how you guys are doing. Hello guys. Welcome to today's live and thank you guys for coming in because today is a very special day. We are going to have our new release today is right here. Our 55 watt CO2 laser cutter and engraver NOX. Let me give you guys a little bit background how this is going to work. So we not normally have new release, but recently we do have this NOX in commemorate the 3 years of a Gweike Cloud series. So we have this machine, but this machine is not as expensive as our, compared to our current laser cutters, and it has a little bit different, like compared to our current laser cutter. And today I also bring you guys an early coupon. If you're interested in this NOX low machine right here, then you can stay too. So firstly, let's head over to our website to see how this is gonna work for our NOX leg machine and know a little about the details about it. So when you go to the Gweike Cloud website and you click the Gweike Cloud with its main page, and you can see NOX right there. They just click in. It will automatically take you to this page. A Gweike Cloud NOX 50 watt CO2 laser cutter and engraver. So this machine compared to our like Pro and Basic and RF is different because it's 55 wattage. So 55 wattage is not like something like highly unusual in the market because normally it will be something like 40 or 45. So 45 is just like an average like wattage for laser cutter and engraver. And right here you can see it's a 500 USD down payment. How this is going to work is we keep scrolling down. We have this two section right here for Gweike Cloud NOX pre-order. So the first one is super early bird price. This price is $1,999 for you to get our NOX like laser cutter engraver. Is you make the down payment like 500 from the 8th of March till the 30th of April. You finish your payment like 500 down payment before 30th of April. You can use it like 500 coupon to get this machine only with $1,999. This is how super early bird price gonna work, guys. Is from 8th of March to till the 30th of April, you make about 500 down payment and you can use it like a 500 coupon sort of thing. And you can buy this machine only with $1,999. That's a really surprising price because we don't come up with this machine too often. It's want to commemorate our Gweike Cloud theory. So we have this machine. We don't make it like a large like a number per month. We probably make like 80 of them like per month. So it's not like limited edition you can think of. And you also will have this early bird price. It's $2,199. This is work like from the 30th of April till the 30th of May. You make 700 down payment, and you can use the 700 down payment at 300 coupon. Get this NOX only with $2,199. That's for early bird price. Is that from 30th of April till the 30th of May, you make 700 down payment, use it as 300 coupon, so you can get this machine only with $2,199. Its original price is $2,499. So this is how NOX's price gonna like happening. And down there, we can know a little bit about how NOX is, and we did like, we did play this like at the beginning of the lifts, but I'm gonna show you this video real quick. Okay, this is how our NOX is gonna go on. You guys can have a look about it, and it's like outstanding its feature and like most important feature we want to highlight. Later on, I will do a little explanation or introduction on it. So we don't make that like a lot, maybe just like 80s a month. So if you're really interested in this machine, you can have your down payment to get it only with $1,999. It has the air assist built in, and it has wide angle camera. It is also a CO2 glass tube, and it's like full black light. Okay, this is our NOX and how it looks like from the video, and I'm gonna introduce some of the details. So as you guys know, it's 55 wattage CO2 laser, so its speed and power could be a little bit changed. Like the NOX is 500 millimeter per second for its speed, so it's 500 millimeter per second. And down there are the materials that you can handle with our NOX. You can do the glass, you can do the coating metals, engrave on them. You can do the plywood. You also can do the food, engraving, cutting, rubber, acrylic, paper, leather, rock, etc. These are a few examples. You guys can have a look about it. And most important feature is that Lightburn support. It does support Lightburn. It does support Lightburn. I will not support Lightburn. So most of our users or owners are using Lightburn like more and more nowadays. It's very convenient for you guys to, just using the Lightburn, trying to do some design or anything. So it does support the Lightburn. So don't worry about this. Accordingly, we kind of cancel the cloud-based website and offline software support. So it does support Lightburn, but it does not support a cloud-based website and offline software. Down there, you can see our NOX is 55 wattage. Like it's not 50, it's 45. It's 45 wattage. It's 45 wattage. It's not 50. So if you guys trying to buy a CO2 laser, you have to know the wattage because it's gonna get you confusion. But this one is 45 wattage. It's not the 50 wattage compared to our old Pro. And then we have the sleeve camera. It's wide like angle camera, just like our Pro, and it also had like air assist built in, so you don't have to worry about it. It does not come with a small air cabinet. It has the air assist built in, and it also have built-in water chiller, just like any of other machine. We have the like a cooler inside of the system. You don't have to replace it from time to time. As long as they have like a cooler like inside, you don't have to replace it. And it also have emergency stop safe button for children, for people, for minority of people on awareness. If you don't want them to touching the machine, it do have this stop emergency mode and could just like shut down the machine like in 1 second. And it's really easy to set up. Consider it's supporting like Lightburn. Lightburn is well known for a lot of people, so it's very easy to get started. There are some like parameters I want you guys to know about the NOX. Right here is that it's laser power 45 wattage, and then it's a CO2 laser cutter, so you guys don't have to worry about it. It's CO2 glass tube. It's CO2. It's not like a fiber or diode laser. It's CO2 laser, and its lifespan is about 10,000 hours. And it's currently fit the FDA regulation. So that's why we have the emergency stop and start button. and its working table area is about 20.08 inches plus 11.8 inches, which is 510 millimeter plus 300 millimeter for working table area. It's not like a big change. I think it's just like the same as our current laser cutter. And then its speed is about 500 millimeter per second, and its noise rating will be like less than 70 dB. And its wide angle camera, so its visible area is about 19.29 inches plus 11.42 inches. And for operating system, you can go with Windows. You also can go with Mac or anything. It do support for software, Lightburn, of course. And then we have this RD Works that came from Reader. You like familiar with this company. And for files, you can just like if it's all kind of files like SVG, DXF, and JPG, JPEG, etc. And its processing area is about 20.08, like I mentioned, is about 510 millimeter plus 300 millimeter. And its overall weight will be 45.6 kg. I don't think it's $1,999 for super early bird price. If you're considering getting it later, you're also gonna get early bird price. Is you pay the $700 down payment before 30th of May. You could use that 300 USD coupon to get this machine only with $2,199. If you're really interested in this, it's limited edition. We'll probably make like 80s per month, so you guys really stay tuned. We make this NOX, especially for our some of our new customers, some of our like old users, trying to like give it a back or something like that. It's just to commemorate the Gweike Cloud series. Okay, so now let's take a look at overall about this machine. I'm gonna give you guys a I'm gonna introduce this machine to you guys like every like a bottom or the size or anything. So first, like take a look at the size. At the top of it, its size is about 38.2 plus 22.2 plus 9.2 inches, which is 970 millimeter plus 565 millimeter plus 234.5 millimeter. So this is the overall size of this machine. If you're wondering, this is the overall size of the machine. Right here on my left, probably on your right, we have this stop and start button, just like any regular laser cutter. So the running status is showing by the circle of the light right here. And then down there, for FDA regulation, we do have this emergency button right here. So whenever it's happening, it's for example, your children is near or people on awareness is just like getting close to this machine, you could just shut it down by just 1 second by hitting this like emergency button. So let's take out the drawer to see the honeycomb bed inside of it. Okay. It hasn't been much of a change other than the drawer and the honeycomb bed. Honeycomb bed is the same quality as our pros. It's designed folded like honeycomb structure to hold the cutting waste and some of the smoke or waste. And then let's open the machine to see the inside. So first of all, we did a little bit upgrade. I think it's the upgrade. So you see the laser tube right here. We just sealed with like a metal, just like this kind of a texture, but it's like a rectangle with a really sharp like line. So this time we designed probably like an arc like structure to make it more smooth to cross over. You can see the texture right here. Before just like really sharp line right here, but now we kind of soften to avoid like unconscious like damage or accident. So we make this more quality and more softened or more like designable. And right here is our laser head. You can take it off because it's on top of it is a very strong magnetic like laser head. You can just take it out of it. Many of users have this like kind of like a thing to take it off when it's working. Actually, it helps a little bit. But when you finish the work, you can just like put them back. And then when you're getting work, you just take them off. And this is how it looks for 45 wattage CO2 laser head. And on this side, we do have the water channeling inside of it. We built in and air assistance for this, like a tube right here. See, it's a little bit different. So we did 2 upgrade on this one. Is the first is that we enhance the power and wattage of this exhaust fan. And we do add another layer on to protect your hands if you accidentally approaching this area with your finger. It's quite all right because we have this, you know, the blocker to block it, and we enhance the wattage of the exhaust fan, so it will better venting the smoke and gas and terrible scents out of it, either in your 99, either in your air filter or outside of this, you know, your studio. Okay, this is pretty much the inside of this machine. And then right here, we have this camera line is wide angle camera, and its visible area is about 19.29 inches plus 11.42 inches. And another advantages of building this air assist inside, I forgot to say, you guys, is that it's much quieter. You know, it induces the, you know, noise like efficiently. So this is how it goes. And then at the back of the machine right here, we could see okay, right here, we also followed what a pro does, is that we have a seal right here, so there's no leaking and smoking or anything like that. And we have double USB cable for better connection with the Lightburn. We have the Ethernet port as well. Right here, we have the power input. Right next to the power input, we do have this like switch to turn on the machine or turn off the machine. And here's a pipe to connect with our fan. So as I talked about, we kind of upgrade the voltage of the fan, so its power of venting the smoke and gas and unpleasant scents will be better. And inside have like a blocker to keep you safe. And this is the pipe you can connect with the air filter, which we connect with our like air filter down there. You can connect with the duct fan and pipe the air outside of it. And it's pretty much not like changed like compared to our current laser. So this is overall situation about this NOX. It's 45 wattage laser tube, and it has all the air assist built inside. It do have like a duct fan that with a higher wattage to venting the smoke and the gas better. And it do have wide angle camera. It do support the Lightburn. It do have the honeycomb bed or everything. And how about efficiency? Like, it's 45 wattage, so we consider about, does it cut as much material as Pro does, or does it cut as thick as the Pro does, or the Basic does, or even, you know, any lasers on the current market. So we did a little bit challenge today, is we select the six materials with a different thickness, with a different texture. We're gonna see how thick it will cut and how fast it will process as a 45 wattage like CO2 laser. So first of all, we're gonna start with the acrylic. We're gonna start with the basic one. So this is the transparent acrylic. We are going to measuring its thickness. Okay, right here. So this material is about 5.2 millimeters thick. So this transparent acrylic, we are going to cut it. Okay, I'm gonna put it inside. I'm gonna turn on the machine and open the lid. I'm gonna put it inside, and this time we're going to connect with the Lightburn to process it, because it does support Lightburn, and many of our users are using the Lightburn at the current. So we had our stuff right there to setting up all these parameters. We're gonna see how it goes. It's 5.2 centimeter is about 52 millimeter. Oh no, sorry guys. This is 5 millimeter, 5.2 millimeter. Get a mistaken. Don't worry, we'll challenge something like it. So we're going to draw a line to cut it to see how it works. This is a basic. I'm pretty confident it will cut like 5 millimeters acrylic. So if you're interested about parameters, here we have our tech guides to help you like walk through of it. Okay. If you're using the library, you kind of have to like know where you're gonna cut, situate the place. So we situated it a little bit, and then before it started. So this frame structure is kind of showing where you're gonna cut, where the line's position is. Okay, I'm gonna hit the button. Oh, okay. You don't have to hit the button if you're using the library. Okay, it's getting started. Let's see. So it has like the light strap on each side. It's softened warm light. So that will help you better when processing the camera calibration. So I usually prefer the warm light, and we do have this light control in our NOX as well. We did a better design. We have the light at 30%, we have the light about 60%, and then we have the light about 100%. So you can adjust the light of the machine. Okay, we're going to take it off. Okay, right here. Yeah, already took that from me. Thank you. Clear cut acrylic, 5.2 millimeter clear cut acrylic. Not even like costs a lot. So the next we're going to try is it's this acrylic. It's a small piece, but it's thick. It's about 6.1 millimeter. Can you see that? About 6.1 millimeter acrylic. Okay, we're gonna put it inside. Close the lid and set up the parameters. So it's 6 millimeter acrylic. So you're gonna set the distance into 11, and you draw the line. And you clean the frame to know exactly where you're gonna situate this like laser head, where you're gonna cut the line. Okay, check out the frame again. Okay, setting up all the parameters and frame to check it out. So you can open the Lightburn camera if you want. Okay. Here we are. We're going to cut it. Let's get it started. It's a 6.1 millimeter acrylic. Okay, we're going to cut it. Yeah. Okay. We're going to test out. We're going to like the position of it. Okay, it's getting started. So for thicker materials, I will mention later in our like challenge that I do recommend you try like a double time, like 2 times or 3 times. It's 1 time with this like enough power, it's gonna damage the laser lens a little bit. Okay, let's take out it. Thank you. Clear cut 6.1 millimeter transparent acrylic. transparent, clear cut. You guys see that? Okay, challenge moving up. We get this thick and piece of acrylic. It's much thicker. I'm gonna measuring the thickness. Okay, 7 millimeter. So this piece of acrylic is about 7 millimeter. Okay, open the lid. I'm gonna put inside. Okay, then we're gonna use our Lightburn to adjust its focal length and the frame where you want to cut this line. You want to 记住哈。Okay, for 6 millimeter acrylic. Okay, we cut through with 55 voltage of CO2 laser NOX. So the design of this NOX is totally black, you guys can see. So you can do yourself like DIY works, you know, put in your favorite sticker or anything because it's black. It's for decoration. If you have an idea, you can just put it into practice. Okay, we're gonna get started very soon. If you guys have anything like any question regarding to this NOX, you feel free to drop a comment. Okay, let's cut it. It's working really cool, and you know, the exhaust fan is being improved with the higher voltage, so its power of like venting the smoke and sense is incredible, guys. Okay, we're gonna take out of it. Okay, I'll show you guys. It's really a piece of acrylic. Can you see that? Clear cut acrylic, 7 millimeter with 45 voltage CO2 laser. Clear cut. So this is basically the challenge for acrylic. Now we're gonna move to the next level. We're going to test out the woods. So we have different kind of wood. So this is the ton wood. We're going to try it out first, and let me measure it first. Okay. 这不好用了。Okay. Okay. Is 15.2 millimeters thick of a ton wood. I don't know whether I pronounced it right, but it's a wood. It's 15.2 millimeters, and then we're gonna put it inside. It's kind of a wood. It's really, you know, high density. And then we open the Lightburn to adjust the focal length and everything to just the frame, like where you want to cut it. It's 15.2 millimeter thick of a ton wood. I'm gonna drop a longer line. I especially found for this like frame feature, you can move around to situate where you want to put a line. Okay, we're going to get started. If you guys have anything about this NOX, the price, its function, or its difference, feel free to drop a comment. And also pay the down payment to get a super early bird coupon. Okay, we're gonna get started. Especially when cutting the woods, you're gonna have a lot of like smoke going on. So that's why we kind of update the exhaust fan for a better venting or extract like purpose. To see the smoke going all the way back, you wouldn't be able to see the smoke right here. Because when you're cutting the woods, it's gonna be a lot of smoke, but it's going right back. Let's see how this, do you guys see the smoke? It's going all the way back. Like, that's kind of an advantage that I I really like it because you're gonna have a problem whenever you're using a CO2 laser or diode laser. It's gonna be a lot of sand, smoke, and like a lot of situation going on. But you could just like getting this like feature. It really helps a lot of people, especially when you have lung issues or breathing issues. Or you put this CO2 laser in your home or studios. Okay, let's open. Let's open the lid. Thank you. See the clear cut, guys? Do you see the clear cut? It's 15.2 millimeters tongue wood with a single cut. So with this much thick of wood, I highly recommend you guys try it like for 2 times or 3 times. Cut it at 1 time would be a little bit of damage at your laser lens. So I highly recommend you guys like cut it like a second time. Okay, the next we got this maple wood right here. It's much thicker and heavier. So I'm gonna measuring it first. Okay, it's 10.1 millimeters thick of maple wood. So maple wood is a little bit like high density compared to the other wood. I can feel the weight, you know, I can even feel the weight. It's really firm. So we open the lid and put this inside. Close the lid. Okay, and go to our Lightburn, set all the parameters. Okay, we're going to get started. So this is the 5th material that we tried today. It's about 10.1 millimeter thick of maple wood. Let's observe how this cutting and how this, smoke and exhaust fan gonna work. Okay, let's get started. Don't forget to set the parameters and frame a little bit to be sure where the line gonna be. I highly recommend you guys try like a second time to get it like cut clean. It will like shorten your laser lens lifespan. And do like a second time or third time. But just notice that with even one cut, we can fix it. All the smoke is all the way back. Okay, right here. And we open the lid. Uh-oh. Okay, right here. It's 10.1 millimeter maple wood. It has this really beautiful clean cut with one time. You guys see it? It's really dense wood. It's maple wood. Its texture is really good. And to our last challenge, it's pine wood. So pine wood compared to the maple wood have less density, and we're going to try a thicker pine wood. It's 20.2 millimeter. This pine wood, its thickness 20.2 millimeter. As you guys can see, 22 millimeter. So we are going to try this pine wood because pine wood is not much high density compared to maple wood and any other wood. Okay. Let's open the glass cover and put inside. Notice if you want to cut this thickness of pine wood, you have to take the honeycomb bed out of the machine because it's much thicker. So you can observe, we take the honeycomb bed out of the machine to get this cutting because it's so thick. Okay, let's head over to the Lightburn, set all the parameters. And we are good to go. Okay, we kind of make sure where to situate. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment about our NOX, about the price, about its efficiency or capability, and how thick you can cut.有很严重的问题吗？
特别
no turn 啊，这是咱们的人还是客户？
这客户
Donkey. Okay. Let's take out of it. Feel free to drop a comment down here. Okay. Right here. It's a 20.2 millimeter pine wood. We can cut it through. So I just noticed people get question when could you get this machine? As early bird price, all the machine will be sent out on the 8th of June. So that's like probably later than 8th of June, you're gonna get a machine. So it will still work with the rotary. It will be another we will work on that. But currently, on this machine right now, we don't have the rotary attachment. But we're gonna consider about that later. This is a beta version of the machine. You guys can see because the actual NOX is coming out on the 8th of June. So the machine will be sent out. Okay. Anybody get any question about that? About the thickness, about the price, you guys can drop a comment. This is a beta version, so it's like still on a testing, but the real machine will be sent out on the 8th of June. So probably at the end of the June or in the middle of it, you can get a machine if you purchase on time. So okay, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. So let's take a look at this different thickness. So we have this 5 millimeters acrylic and it cut through, and we have this 6 millimeter acrylic and it cut through with just only one cut, and then we have this 7 millimeters acrylic with one cut through. Acrylic is totally fine. And then how about the wood? For wood, we have the 20.2 in the real measurement. We have 20.2 millimeters pine wood with one cut, 2-piece, and then we have the maple. We have the maple wood, 10 millimeters maple wood with a single cut through. So for high density materials, I highly recommend you guys try it twice or 3 times. A way to just like damage the laser lens or shorten the lifespan of the laser lens. And then we have 15 millimeters ton wood to cut through. It's very thick. You guys could notice it. So thickness pass. But how about engraving skills? We do have these test parameters for acrylic and wood. It depends which kind of a material that you use at the current or which material you use much often. So with this test board, you'll be able to see different wattage, different power, and like how you want your DIY works be a little shallower or darker. So when you put your finger on it, you could see especially at the bottom of this test parameter is all the way in. This is how you determine or make sure or you set your parameter for different engraving result that you want. And right here is for the cut, it's for how many millimeter cut, like how big you want it, or like circles, rectangles, or anything. These are the lines underneath. If you do have needs for that, I highly recommend you to print this first in order to see how you want your DIY works to be. And if you are the newbies for laser cutter, this is like you must have to get to know the power, the relation between power and speed, and how you want this like to turn out. So for this sheet is about 30 minutes if you want to print, or even lesser. But today we are going to try similar but much smaller on wood. Because other than acrylic, there's a lot of works people doing with different kinds of wood: the tone wood, the maple wood, the pine wood, and the linear wood, the play wood. So with this test, parameters with the base wood setting, you also will be able to see like different the relations between different speed and power, how you want your engraving be, how you want your cutting be. You can have the first-hand information about this machine and how you will be able to use these parameters on your own. So we're going to use this base wood, and we're going to put inside to print this sheet out. And we are going to use the Lightburn to finish this like printing. Get to set the parameters and everything. Oh, okay. If you have any questions about the machine's price or early bird coupons or anything this machine capable of do, just drop a comment down there. And we go to the Lightburn to set all the parameters. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we found for this like exhaust fan is with higher voltage, so its ability of venting and extracting the smoke and terrible scents will greatly improve. It's much cheaper than our Pro and Basic. It does have the function where it needs to, like Lightburn support or anything. Yeah, so the beta, right here we're using the beta version of the machine, which it doesn't come with a rotary like function or like attachment. But later on we will have the fully version, like to give you guys a better idea. But you can support like a rotary. But right now this machine right here is not supporting the like rotary. Right now it's for only beta version.
下一在直播往前提1个小时，10点之后刚开始还网络行，后来网络不行。已经断了一次。断了。就是它后来完事你卡一卡，根本就不连。
过去让他陪你发，我怕切出什么点问题。
It's about 10 minutes work, and let's take out some of the DIY works with our knots. We're doing this like little engraving right here. It's a really delicate engraving. We probably do with the, I think we kind of come back with the 3 times trying to engrave this. It has this natural like sculpture like design. If you guys look at the details, it's a really thick of a wood, and we're trying to engrave on top of it for 3 or 4 times to create a kind of like realistic effect. To make it a more 3D of things other than 2Ds of engraving or cutting. It's really amazing. I think for the time to complete a project like that is about 20 to 30 minutes. And then we have our second DIY works similar to this. We are kind of upset with this kind of effect. Oh, this is so clear. You guys can see the effects of it. It's so clear and neat. Like we kind of improve on that more than 3 times, I think, to kind of create this realistic like feature. And it's really like classic pattern in China. You can see the wood is really thick. The wood is really thick, but the overall effects will turn out really good. Maybe the next time we'll do something like that to give you guys a better idea how this is going to work. Okay, back to our engraving. If you feel like Pro's price or Pixel price has been too much for you, then you should have your eyes on this machine. It has its most of the features. It does support Lightburn. The speed, its power, it's perfect. Welcome to drop a comment down below if you guys have any question about our new release, the NOX, or any details about it. Later on, I will walk you guys through about the super early bird price and some of the neat feature about this NOX machine again. So if you guys are interested in it, stay tuned. So all of the transaction like payment should be finished before the 7th of June because we're sending all the machine out on 8th of June. So you can buy it now to win the super early bird coupon. It's cutting and it's engraving just like wonderful. Huh? I want to be to评论 What's the precision? Oh, okay. The precision of this machine is the same as the Pro, which is 0.001. It's the same as the Pro. Even with the beta version, this precision is still 0.001. With much less price and super early coupon, you guys don't let it just pass away. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below about the parameter about this machine and the price about this machine. It's a really good opportunity, especially we just only make 80 some per month. Not gonna sustain for like many months, but we'll see. I highly recommend you guys get this test like parameters whenever you feel like you're doing some DIY works. It's really nice to observe how you want the effects and everything. With higher voltage of exhaust fan, all the smoke will going all the way back. Even when you open the lid, you wouldn't see much of the smoke and turbo sense. Guys, if you're interested in this one, feel free to drop a comment about the question or the problems that you have. I'm very happy to help you guys.
家伙别打，打的有点偏了，主要是。我打的还打偏了。
你把这个。就是过来。 You're working really friendly right now. I'm going to show you some of the DIY works you made as well. So this video is made of this machine as well. So is this camera. I really love these two features. Right here. Right. Here. You can use it to finish all the DIY works that are in your mind with much price and function very well. For this machine, you can pipe the air outside, or you can buy our air filter, was $999. And guys, don't forget to check the Amazon shop that we have. And we're officially on Amazon now. If you want to check out the Pro or any other like machine, just head over to the Amazon shop. Don't forget we have the Amazon shop. Feel free to take a look at it. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop a comment. If you have like your own way of paying the payment, you could have a look at our Amazon shop. Feel free to drop a good comment down there. 应该不用了吧，差不多时间了。看后面，后面。You have stock here. The NOX in June will be supported rotary. We will update all the information about the machine from time to time, so stay tuned. You mean? Oh. Okay. It's cutting area. Soon we'll be finished. Look at the smoke. Look at all the smoke going all the way back, like directly. None is left. So I'll open the lid right now. Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's turn off the machine, and I'm gonna deal with those, engraving. So the resultant's really amazing. Like just like the old like cupboard that we have, that's just only for the test parameters. If you're interested in this, if you feel like you need this for your parameters setting or anything, you can just cut this, or the acrylic one. For kind of like look at these whenever you want to make some like projects and you don't know the way you want it, or how much deep you want to engrave it. It's especially useful when you want to make a project like this. You kind of need this because you have to know exactly the kind of the effects that you want to setting all the parameters, like how deep you want to be for the first layer or the second layer or the third layer to create this realistic effect, like more 3D. It's very like realistic for me. I never see anything made of like CO2 laser just like that. Probably see them on the sculpture or some architecture in those buildings. It's really amazing. I highly recommend you guys try this out. So today we're doing this test, and we're doing this like engraving test, like a print, and we're doing all the challenge. And let me walk you guys through how this is gonna work to get the super early bird prize. So you head over to our website first, and you click the Gweike Cloud. You're gonna see a main page like this. Hold on a second. And then you click the NOX super early bird price. And when you're jumping and noise rate is below 70 dB, and you have all these VI visual, and its visible area for wide angle camera, its visible area is about 19.29 inches plus 18.42 inches. And it does support the Windows, Mac, Lightburn, RDWorks, double USB cable at the back of it for supporting Lightburn. And its processing area is about 20.08, 11.8 inches. Overall weight will be 45.6 kg. It's about the dimension. So if you guys have any question about this NOX released, feel free to drop a comment. So the overall NOX is like totally black, inside out. Like the overall color of this is like inside out is black. You can do some like your own decoration DIY works. I see a lot of users of us are trying to stick all the stickers on it. It's very cool. And consider it's black, you can just like make your own design like everywhere. It's fully black, and black with the I think with a really good quality, and whenever you touch it, you feel like it's touchy. And inside of it, for laser tube protector, we did a little bit like change to make it less sharper to protect the CO2 laser tube. And we have the more efficiently, and you have air assist built in. And for rotary attachment, we'll see it later on. So this is the beta version of this machine, and its working ability and cutting engraving, we all witnessed this. And if you guys are thinking about, but you have like money within the budget, you can consider about this NOX. NOX will be out on the 8th of June. So you guys can have a look at this and to get a super early bird coupon. So that's all of this video, and I want to thank you guys for joining, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Let's see if you have any comments down there. Price of the machine. So the price of the machine, you have two prices down there, super early bird price and early bird price. For super early bird price is that you're paying the $500 down payment before 30th of April. You're going to have this machine with $1,999. For early bird price, if you pay the down payment $700 before the 30th of May, you can use like 300 coupons. To have this machine, you're going to have it with $2,199. Hello. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. Okay, that'll be all today. And make sure you give a big thumbs up and share this video with somebody you think you need. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day.